let's set the stage here. So we have had a market at all-time record highs just a couple of weeks ago. As you may know, I publicly stated the Friday before the meltdown that I pulled my own cash out of this market. Now I can't tell people what to do, but what I do is I say these things on my blog so people can say, well, Greg Mannarino just said he pulled all of his money out of the stock market. I'm still trading the market, but my core positions have been liquidated. They're in cash now. Okay, so that was a big tell to people. I think I was probably the first financial guy on the planet to publicly say, I know it's been going on, that they pulled their cash out of the market, but I called the top of this market to the day. Okay, a couple of other things are going on too. So again, it's very suspicious to me at a market top. Okay, obviously, how do we know the top was there? Because I pulled my money out. I said, there's something going on. We get this virus released. Okay, then we get this war on crude oil. Russia says, no, 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 we're not going to play ball here with OPEC. Crude craters. Now, anyone that follows my work is well aware of the relationship between the stock market and crude oil. Crude oil is the lifeblood of the U.S. stock market. Entire sectors, the two largest, the financial sector and the energy sector, are dependent on crude oil being high. This was a deliberate act to bring the price of crude oil to its knees at the same time we have the release of this coronavirus here. What was the effect of this? Destroy the U.S. stock market, force the stock market into a free fall. We're in a crash. We are in an absolute crash right now. There's no way to put this. We have plunged from a record high. We lost over 10,000 points, over 30% in this market in just a couple of weeks. It's incredible. Every dollar that President Trump pumped into the stock market is now gone. Again, he took a big, fat, ugly bubble. That's what he called it under Obama. He was 100% correct and made it a hyper bubble. The hyper bubble part is now gone. We still have to deal with the Obama bubble. And the Obama bubble is going to burst as well as, and I'll talk more about that if you like, from a trading standpoint, what people should do. So what this did, this environment here, again, 100% engineered, completely rehearsed, all thought out before, coronavirus, crater crude oil, pull down the U.S. markets. People don't know what to do. And I'm sure you're hearing the same thing from people. I have people literally crying to me, Greg, I cannot believe what happened to my investments. I'm going to be working till the day that I die now. I lost everything. Businesses, as we were speaking pre-interview, people are like, I can't sustain this. I'm going to have to close permanently. This is all part of the game that's going on here too. But the fact of the matter is the coronavirus here and crude oil, same time here, was a deliberate act to hit the world markets, more so to hit the U.S. market. U.S. market is bleeding off big time. Now, I've been explaining to people since forever, the end game, okay, title of our last video, of these central banks is to become the lenders and the buyers of last resort, to own the world. Now, for those who don't understand central banking, and there's a lot out here, I called them out in my video today, maybe in kind of a wrong way, but what these people don't understand is the more debt a central bank is allowed to issue or are called upon to issue by their respective leader, the stronger they become, not weaker. Central banks' power exists in their ability to issue debt. Now, what's the Fed doing? The Federal Reserve is now, I mean, we've heard this from Steve Mnuchin and President Donald Trump, unlimited liquidity. Well, what do they mean by liquidity? They're talking about unlimited debt. They're ready and standing by to issue unlimited debt for whatever reason. Now, what has happened here in the United States because of the coronavirus, the collapse of crude oil, pulling down the stock market here. Again, this is the create a problem. Now we're going to give you a solution. The solution is very simple. And this is something that's been in the works for a very long time. I think we all know this. We've seen kind of a sleeping together of the government and corporations for quite a long time. But what's happening now, these bailouts are really a nationalization of entire industries and corporations. So we have a merger here between this new American government, the new America. The old world America ended it's over just a few days ago. The America we are living in now is not the America from a month ago. There's no doubt about it. So we're getting this merger here between this new America government philosophy and the corporations here. I think people know what the definition of that is, and it's happening right before our eyes. So we have a completely new government system. This was allowed to be issued in because of this engineered crisis. This is all done by design, okay? All done by design. And it's getting a lot worse. This is feeding on itself now. It's going to happen very rapidly, I think. Now that this new America has been established, this new philosophy here, and this is going to be the epicenter of this national socialist new government philosophy that is now one of the United States. Again, we have no resemblance of a free market anymore. What's going on here, going back to how people are being crushed, is, okay, we're in lockdown. As you were just discussing, I think most people are in lockdown, so they know what's going on here. Businesses are not allowed to function. At the same time, we have these mega corporations here who have been buying back shares of their own stock for years, lining up to get bailed out or be nationalized. And the small mom and pop shops, personal friends of mine are telling me, I can't survive, Greg. My business is going down. I put all my cash into my business to build it up, and now I'm going to lose it. All this is by design as well. 100% allow the corporations that have now merged with the new America, okay, to run the entire show, squash the middle guy, get them out. We don't want them anymore. I think even middle-sized businesses are going to get hurt here. It's the big corporations who are going to get bailed out, all of them. They're all getting nationalized, and this includes healthcare too. Healthcare, everyone's afraid of nationalized medicine or socialized medicine. Well, that's what we're getting here. This is, I mean, the definition of fascism and National Socialism is what's happening right here in America. But the fact is, this is much bigger. I know I'm running off at the mouth, and I'm going to stop in a second here. But now that we have the establishment of this new America, what is the Fed doing? Not only is the Fed pumping trillions of dollars to keep this all propped up, and it's going to get even bigger. We'll talk about that in a second, too. The Federal Reserve is funneling trillions of dollars to central banks around the world, all by design. Again, why? This is to develop, in my view, a completely new financial system, completely digital, no cash, and it's going to be a one world currency, one world mode of transaction, and a one world government too. They had to get the United States first. This is why we are the epicenter of the new America. The new America is going to become the new world. America was called the new world when it was discovered, not because it was a new planet, because this is how long this has actually been going on, the planning of this entire thing. And the fact that we've been watching this market get hyped